Welcome to Mr. Foy's Easel. On this program, I'm going to be doing one of my matching games, you might call it. I'm going to draw critters doing various things. Now, it's in this order that they'll be shown in action, you might say. Eating, sleeping, well, not much action there. Running, tap dancing, studying, playing, and cooking. And I'm going to draw cards as I've done before. These cards are shuffled up, and I'll begin with, well, this one right here. It's a duck. And the top of my list is eating, so here goes with a duck having a bite. Let's assume that it's something that fits his appetite. So I'm going to put a pleasant expression as far as his eyes are concerned. Now you may be expecting a corn or something like that, which fowls tend to like, but this is a different kind of duck. He's enjoying an ice cream cone. Notice how sloppy it's beginning to be. Well, there's an unusual duck with an unusual snack. Well, the next, I called it an activity. Sleeping, let me draw another card, see what we have here. A sleeping dog. I should let that one lie, I guess, but here we go. A sleeping dog. You've all seen that, but maybe not quite like this one. His mouth is open, so I'll go ahead and put the required Z's above. Except for the cartoonish features, it's not that different from a real dog until we have his doggy arms behind his head and his doggy feet in this position and leaning up against a stump. So there's a sleeping dog. Okay. Well, time to reach into my pack of cards. See what we have here. Oh, a rabbit. Now this one worked out. This was not planned, but this rabbit is running, and you know how fast those guys are. A running rabbit. When my rabbits run, their ears are kind of laid back like this. And, well, like my first two critters, they assume a different running form than regular rabbits, which, by the way, actually do as much hopping as running. But remember, you know what these are? Speed lines. And if that doesn't tell you the character's on the move, why, you can add a lot of dust. Well, so there's a running rabbit, a sleeping dog, and a duck with ice cream. Now next we have a frog. Uh-oh, a frog tap dancing. All right, when I draw a cartoon character tap dancing, I like to begin with what might seem like a strange item, a hat. Not just any kind of hat, but one like a famous dancer named Fred Astaire might wear when he's dancing. So here's a frog arm and a frog's head. Now let's proceed with the rest of our tap dancer. Part of the act involves a cane. And so he's going, I don't know, frog feet might go flop, 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 but anyway, he's doing his thing. This indicates that he's not just hanging around the house, but he's on stage, waving his hat, holding his cane, and really dancing. Well, let's leave our critters just for a bit and take a break, and then we'll look at some more active characters.
Home security is now available through Conway Corp. It's an advanced solution backed by people you know and trust. Customize your system with motion detectors, sensors, light controls, and more, all managed from your wireless touchscreen or mobile phone. It's an easy way to protect the things that matter and the ones who matter most. It's safety for you, powered by Conway Corp.
All right, we're back, and we have 3 activities remaining, and of course there are 3 cards to match them with. Let's see what we have here. A bear. All right. A bear studying. Well, let's start with bare paws and bare claws and a textbook. Well, he might be getting ready to hibernate, so he'd be in a dark cave and even need a desk lamp, wouldn't he? If that's the case. No room for me to write anything on the textbook. Maybe it's how to get to sleep or something if he's having a little long-term insomnia. So there's a bear studying. Okay, there are only two more, so let's see. Oh, a rooster. A rooster playing. You notice I didn't put what the character would be playing, so let's just choose tennis. All right. Here's my tennis playing rooster. And he's got a good grip on the racket. Remember what I've told you before that about, well, ducks and roosters, owls, and so on. In cartoon land, wings and feathers become arms and hands and fingers. There's the ball, and he's getting ready to smash that thing. Okay, there's the tennis playing rooster. And this brings us to our final character, which is a cat. A cat cooking. Well, let's see what we can do with that. Let's say this is sort of a side view of the kitchen stove. And here is a pan. And there's a spoon, and he's stirring something in there. He's one of those striped cats. And he's got on an apron for his cooking gig. And there's his tail there. And I'm going to switch over here and draw his left paw or his left hand, because he's careful to check out his recipe. He may not be a very good cook, but he likes to think he is, so he's wearing a chef's cap. So that's all of our critters. And the remaining time, I'm going to try to do a little coloring. Well, maybe not. Am I right?
Yeah, you can wrap up for you.
Okay, we won't have time to color them. There's so many of them. But there you have 7 critters and doing 7 things. All of them active except Rover here. Our time is up, so remember you can contact Mr. Foy's Easel at conwaycorp.com.